Hey, you guys. So I think there's been a lot of marketing directed at women to encourage them to buy um, dildos, to buy vibrators, and I personally don't like either one. A dildo does not give me an orgasm, so I have no use for it. Although I have maybe once a year I will use one. It's not that I hate it, but why would I use one? Like, what's that going to do for me? Um, if I have a guy that I want to fuck, that's one thing. But when I want an orgasm, I'm not thinking about getting with a guy, and I'm not thinking about a dildo because, like most women, I do not orgasm from penetration. And although I enjoy it, when I want to just pleasure myself or have an orgasm, there's a dildo is not something I want. It feels invasive and cold, frankly, to the touch. And a vibrator is desensitizing and ruins my orgasm. Whenever I've used a vibrator, and I've tried it dozens of times over the years, many different kinds, just to make sure I wasn't missing out, and let me just try this again. And my orgasms are minuscule and they're very short. Within a minute, it starts out feeling really good, then I get desensitized. Betty Dodson, the feminist, was a big believer in the Hitachi magic wand, which is like a freaking jackhammer, a jackhammer actually. And I remember reading somewhere when she talked about it takes her many hours to climax, and I'm not surprised. The clitoris is very, very, very sensitive. And I myself, and I'm going to share personally because I am very sensitive, you just want to touch it very lightly, especially the glands. You just want to touch it very lightly. And I can come just having it touched very lightly like that. Not right away. It takes a few minutes, but very lightly. And then, but I know a lot of women like more pressure, a lot of pressure. And I don't know if that's because they're used to a vibrator, but if there's so many nerve endings in the glands of the clitoris that a woman can climax with the lightest touch, and a man can climax too having his frenulum lightly licked. If you're just like putting all this pressure and just like jarring, jackhammering on it, like you're desensitizing a very sensitive part. And so for ladies that have been using a vibrator, I just want to invite you to just see if maybe you want to try not using one and see how your orgasms become longer and more powerful. But it may take you a month to be able to climax without needing a vibrator and to get your sensitivity back, because those nerves are going to be damaged from the vibrator, in my opinion. I would like to see some studies on this. I tried the Hitachi. It is like a jackhammer. It should be illegal to be used on a clitoris. I tried the Erosilator, which Dr. Ruth recommends. And there was another one. I forgot the name of it. It also had a number of different attachments. I've tried the pocket rocket and some different ones. Sometimes, clients, when I was an escort, would leave me gifts and try one. But I will tell you, they all ended in disappointment. There was nothing as good as my hand or a man's hand, in giving me an orgasm. So that is the most powerful way that I think. And I think this whole idea of vibrators, it makes money for a lot of companies. And I think it teaches women that they can't make themselves come. Maybe they shouldn't touch themselves. They need a machine to make them come. And I think it lets women not really access the full pleasure that they have if I'm just curious how many women have been desensitized by these vibrators. And the quality of the orgasms, like my orgasms got longer, more powerful as I got older, but with a vibrator, it just ruins it every time. I'm like, it just ruined it. It just like ruined it. So that's why I'm very opposed to vibrators. I myself don't like to use toys at all. I'm not into toys at all. Even when I was an escort for years, I never used toys. My clients didn't use toys. I think just very vanilla sex is like the most pleasing of all, frankly. And I'm just curious what other ladies think about dildos and vibrators, and I'm going to call this video why I am opposed to vibrators or dildos for my personal masturbation practice. Please, on this videos, as I am sharing my experience as a woman, please remember to leave your comments respectful. Anybody who's disrespectful and treating this as a video other than as educational will be blocked. I am not interested in getting with anyone. This is why women don't like to talk about this stuff. I am not interested in getting with anyone. This video is meant for women, and it's meant to be educational, and the comments I would like to see would be your own experience of women you've been with, if they like vibrators, or especially hearing from women about their own, you know, if you want to leave a comment. I will say that men do enjoy using toys. A lot of men enjoy sticking things inside of them, butt plugs, prostate massagers, or dildos. Maybe some women have liked that too. If they're curious about their body or want to experiment, you know, you might want to try a vibrator. You might want to try a dildo. You might want to try a butt plug. Just see what you like. There's nothing wrong with you if you don't like it. There's nothing wrong with you if you do like it. I myself have discovered what I like, and I don't like those things inside of me. So that's just me sharing. I think these types of shares are very valuable because we don't have spaces where people share like this, and I don't really give a shit what people think about me anymore. So this is how I get my excitement in the world, is by, you know, sharing things about myself. And thank you for watching my video.